Welcome back to Bike Hub, where we explore the most exciting rides on two wheels, and sometimes, when history demands it, we step into the world of four wheels. Today is one of those rare occasions. We're talking about a car that shaped the entire automobile industry, a car that changed the world, and now, more than a century later, is making a comeback. Yes, you heard it right, the 2025 Ford Model T is here, and it's rewriting history once again. This isn't just a new car launch. It's a resurrection of the most iconic vehicle in American automotive history, brought into the modern era with futuristic technology, cutting-edge design, and a bold vision for sustainable driving. So, let's dive deep into what makes the 2025 Ford Model T so special. A brief history of the original Model T. Before we get into the new car, let's take a quick trip back to 1908. That's when Henry Ford introduced the very first Model T. It was affordable, reliable, and revolutionary. The Model T wasn't just a car, it was the first true, people's car, designed so ordinary families could own and drive one. Over 15 million units were sold between 1908 and 1927, making it one of the most successful cars in history. It represented freedom, independence, and progress. The Model T turned America into a car culture nation and forever changed the way people lived and traveled. Now, more than 100 years later, Ford is bringing back that same spirit, but in a way that speaks to our time: electric, smart, and sustainable. Design philosophy. The 2025 Ford Model T isn't a retro gimmick. It's a masterclass in design, blending heritage styling with futuristic engineering. Ford designers went back to the archives, studying the proportions and character of the original, then reimagined it for a new century. The front grille carries a modern interpretation of the iconic T design, with sleek LED headlights shaped like lanterns of the past. The body is compact, but muscular, sitting on 18-inch alloy wheels with vintage-inspired hubcap designs. You'll notice nods to the original Model T, like the upright windshield and squared-off silhouette, but the surfaces are fluid, aerodynamic, and futuristic. It's a car that manages to look both nostalgic and forward-thinking at the same time, a rolling tribute to history that doesn't feel stuck in the past. Powertrain. The biggest transformation of the 2025 Model T is, of course, what lies under the hood. Or rather, what no longer lies under the hood. The new Model T is fully electric, riding on Ford's next-generation EV platform. Here are the key highlights. 2 battery options, standard 60 kWh pack with a 250-mile range, and a long-range 90 kWh pack with up to 370 miles. Performance. A single-motor rear-wheel drive setup for purists, plus an optional dual-motor all-wheel drive version producing 350 horsepower. Acceleration. 0 to 60 mph in just 5.5 seconds for the AWD variant, far quicker than Henry Ford could have ever imagined. Charging. Ultra-fast DC charging from 10% to 80% in just 25 minutes. This means the new Model T isn't just a nostalgic city cruiser. It's a practical, everyday EV capable of taking on long commutes, road trips, and modern driving demands. Interior. Step inside the 2025 Model T, and you'll immediately see how Ford has balanced retro charm with modern comfort. Dashboard. Inspired by the simplicity of the original, but now dominated by a 15-inch infotainment screen with Ford's Sync 5 system. Seats. Vegan leather upholstery with stitching patterns reminiscent of early 20th century craftsmanship. Space. Thanks to its EV platform, the cabin is roomy with flat floors, perfect for families. Customization. Owners can choose heritage-inspired color themes, like vintage brown or classic ivory, as well as ultra-modern finishes. Perhaps the coolest touch. A digital speedometer designed to look like the old Model T's mechanical dial, giving drivers a sense of nostalgia every time they look down. Technology and features. The original Model T was revolutionary for its time, and Ford wants to honor that by making the new Model T equally innovative. Autonomous driving. Equipped with Ford Blue Cruise 1.5, offering hands-free driving on over 200,000 miles of mapped highways. Connectivity. 5G capability, seamless smartphone integration, and over-the-air software updates. Safety. Advanced driver assistance systems like adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and 360-degree cameras. Smart storage. a front trunk, or frunk, for extra cargo, plus modular interior storage inspired by the Model T's original practicality. This is a car that respects the past but clearly belongs in the future. The Model T's mission. Henry Ford's original vision was to create a car for the masses, not the elites. Ford is trying to revive that same principle with the 2025 Model T. Starting price: around $28,000 for the base model, making it one of the most affordable EVs in the US market. Tax incentives: eligible for federal EV credits, potentially bringing the price below $25,000. Global reach: Ford plans to produce the Model T in high volumes, targeting markets in North America, Europe, and Asia. At a time when EVs are often criticized for being too expensive, the Model T stands out as a practical, affordable choice, just like the original did more than a century ago. Driving experience: Ford engineers have emphasized that the new Model T isn't just about affordability. It's about driving joy. Steering: direct and responsive, with modes for comfort, eco, and sport. Suspension: tuned for a balance between smooth city driving and agile handling. Sound experience: since it's electric, Ford offers a customizable soundscape, including a retro engine hum, inspired by early automobiles. It's playful, nostalgic, and futuristic all at once, a car that makes driving fun again. Cultural impact: releasing a modern Model T in 2025 isn't just about selling cars. It's about making a statement. It's a reminder of where we've come from, and where we're going. It's a symbol of progress, just like the original Model T was in the early 1900s. It ties Ford's legacy to the future of mobility, showing that tradition and innovation can coexist. In a world where car companies are racing to outdo each other with bigger batteries and higher performance numbers, the Model T stands apart as a cultural icon reimagined. Variants and special editions: Ford isn't stopping with just one version of the Model T. Rumors suggest several trims and editions will be available. Base model: affordable, minimalistic, and true to Henry Ford's spirit. Heritage Edition, featuring two-tone paint, vintage wheels, and brass-colored interior accents. Performance Edition, dual motors, sport suspension, and aggressive styling for enthusiasts. Convertible model, a nod to the original open-top design. Collectors and enthusiasts are already buzzing about the possibility of limited production runs of these special editions. Market competition: the new Ford Model T enters a fiercely competitive EV market. But its positioning is unique. Chevrolet Bolt and Nissan Leaf are competitors on price, but neither carries the cultural weight of the Model T. Tesla Model 3 dominates the EV conversation, but it's significantly more expensive. Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6 are stylish alternatives, but again, higher priced. Ford isn't trying to outdo luxury brands. It's carving its own path, bringing back the idea of a car for everyone. The future of the Model T line. Ford insiders suggest that the 2025 Model T could be just the beginning. A full Model T family might be in development, including a compact crossover or even a small pickup built on the same platform. This would echo the way the original Model T spawned numerous body styles, from coupes to trucks, making it versatile for the times. Conclusion: so, what does the new 2025 Ford Model T represent? It's not just another electric car. It's a symbol of continuity, a bridge between the Industrial Revolution and the Green Revolution. Just as the original Model T put America on wheels, the new Model T could help put the world into the electric era. It honors the past, embraces the future, and makes sustainable driving accessible to the masses. Whether you're a nostalgic car lover, a first-time EV buyer, or someone simply excited about automotive history, the 2025 Ford Model T is a story worth following. Outro: call to action. That's our deep dive into the legendary rebirth of the 2025 Ford Model T. What do you think? Will this car capture the hearts of a new generation the way it did more than a century ago? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bike Hub for more exciting content on the world's most iconic rides, whether they run on 2 wheels or 4. Thanks for watching, and until next time, drive safe, dream big, and keep the wheels turning.